Says it's live. I don't know if it is or not. How do I find out? Hello. It says you. Oh, see. Okay, so let's see. Am I? I don't know if it's working. It says Google Hangouts. I'm live. 0 viewers. What happens if I click on this?
It says Google Hangouts.
Oh my gosh.
Live.
That's so weird. Okay, so I don't know if anyone's actually watching or not. So if anyone is watching this now or tunes in, I don't know how long I'm going to be having this going. Welcome to my bedroom. I wanted to just kind of test out live streaming. So there's a lot of filming that I do, and I've kind of had a hard time with YouTube a lot lately because I feel like there's a lack of community and that kind of stuff. Oh man, if I put my hand, turn my head, oh, that's not good. So I wanted to test this out, see what live streaming is all about, see if I could get it to work. I'm just using the webcam on my MacBook Pro. So, a few things. I'm still sick. I can tell the quality of this is not that great. Um, but yeah, I wanted to try it out because I think I kind of actually want to try to start like live streaming, doing some kind of art. And it's really hard to stare at the camera, I guess the lens versus staring at myself. Um, I don't know how long I will be doing this. It says I have 0 viewers, which is fine. But um, yeah, that's why this right here is why I spend most of my time editing when I sit down to like film videos. I say a lot in between my thoughts. I'm gonna start folding laundry. It says there's 0 viewers. That's fine. This is more for me to do a test. If you're watching this now or you watch this later or whatever, I do think that I'm going to pursue doing stuff as far as live streaming goes on here. And I don't quite exactly know how to like work with this so well. There's a lot I wanted to figure out, but I did want to try to figure out the logistics of this, I guess. And see how it all works. That way, if I can get like a better quality thing set up and my like camera somehow hooked up, that I'm still all figuring out. But if I can get everything hooked up to be able to like stream what I'm actively like working on, I thought that would be a like more interesting, cooler way to be able to like not only be more involved because I keep talking about all these things that I'm not sharing or not like you guys aren't getting to see like the process behind. I don't really know if after I stop this and like load it, if it will be something that's continued to be able to watch. Like I said, I'm going to this completely blind. It says that I'm live. And then when I went and clicked back on the live stream test, it shows that it's there. So that's good to know. I am going to try to get this to play along with me so I can kind of see what is going on and stay live with it. But I don't know. So I don't know if there's a way to view stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna get started on folding laundry. If anyone pops in, if you type anything in the chat, I should be able to see it. But oh, look, now it says there's one person. Hi. So I'm gonna start just folding laundry. Actually, I might try and turn on. I think I'm gonna try and turn on another light, like coming from in front of me, so it's not so wonky every time I move my head or my hands, and you can maybe see me better. But un momento. Let me see what I can do. Let's see, let's see. Maybe that'll help. Oh, make noise. It says I have one viewer. Hopefully that's better. Hopefully you can see me better, whoever you are. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and start folding laundry, continue to test this out, see how it goes. And then I think if it goes well, I will start trying to take this a little more seriously because I'd rather do stuff live personally and try to maybe like develop some kind of like connection and community that kind of way where I can like interact with people in the chat or answer questions or eventually get to the point to where I am like able to be drawing and sharing that. I feel like I've said all of this a lot already. I'm going to start folding laundry. Might be on here for about like 20, 30 minutes and just see what happens. But if you want to say anything in the chat, maybe I can see it. Still figuring out how all this quite works. But yeah, so if I get interrupted, I am waiting on 2 phone calls. It's been a crazy day. Not a good day as far as like health things go for people in my life, which is not good. And then I also have a little one that I've been trying to lay down, and he's still kind of making some noise, so I might get interrupted by that. Um, but start folding laundry. So I think I might try and talk a bit. This feels a little awkward, just being honest. Most of the time when I sit down and like get a chance to like film videos, most of the time, honestly, I don't really think a whole lot about what I am like doing in a video. I just kind of sit around and most of the time I sit down and like something pops into my head that I know I've wanted to talk about for a while. And sometimes it's not that like long thought out. And that's kind of always felt a little awkward to me is because I feel like I feel like a lot of things. I feel like I've been in a rut about trying to kind of figure out a different way to interact on YouTube to where I can feel like I actually connect with people. Because it is weird to talk to a camera, but then act like I'm asking you guys like questions or speaking with you guys when I'm not actually doing that. And I think that's a big reason why I really want to try to do something more live streaming based, I guess. The other thing is also is I know that I've mentioned this in a video. My partner would have been here tonight, so he may have been in this. I didn't quite tell him that I was going to do this. Not that that makes any difference, but um, the other thing is that I thought about like maybe what was I going to say? I have so much on my mind right now. um, I would have been trying to do the live stream even if you were here. I think what I was trying to say was is that I've been wanting to like be more involved, have like a more of a sense of a community, and I think it's also because I know I mentioned in a video where I was talking about wanting to start like a Twitch channel, but for some reason I wasn't really paying attention to the fact that you can live stream on YouTube and you can do it with like gaming and stuff like that, and I really don't know much about Twitch. I watched a few people's things kind of here and there, and so I don't personally play a whole lot of D&D Dungeons and Dragons, but my partner is a DM for several games, and we were gonna play this weekend, but some family stuff has come up for both him and I. But he had to leave, and but anyway, I talk too much and I sidetrack a lot. But anything that I really watch on Twitch, D&D related, is like Critical Role, like Geek and Sundry stuff. Um, so that's all I really know about Twitch. I know there's a lot of people that I like actively watched on YouTube that have turned around and kind of left YouTube to do like mostly gaming and stuff like that on Twitch when even most of the stuff they were doing on YouTube wasn't gaming related. So that's interesting to me too. But I guess I can completely understand that. And it kind of goes like hand in hand with a lot of the ways that I feel and the things that I actually like. Because as I've mentioned before, my partner and I would like to do live stream gaming or some kind of gaming something, and it's mostly just because we just want a game. And I've been looking into some other like maybe older games I could get on, like Xbox 360 is what he has, and there's a few that I want to play. We do play a lot of Minecraft, which I don't know why I've been just so into that. I actually just started a new world with Wyatt on there today. Oh, and my dog's having a nightmare. um, but yeah, I wanted to try live streaming, see what maybe that could turn into. I do desire like more of a connection with people in real time versus sometimes I'll film a video and edit it and get it out within a day or two, sometimes same day. Like I think my most recent one was about like the little catch up update. And then other times, like the divorce one or whatever, I filmed, I don't know, what was it, like 4 or 5 months before even posting it. So it feels weird to try to have a like conversation with a camera pretending like you're having a conversation with a human being and then it be uploaded and posted like several days after, weeks, months after for some people, and then try to like continue that conversation after you've posted it. It just, I don't know, that's the weird dynamic of YouTube to me. It feels a lot like, for me personally anyway, when I started, it was more of just trying to not only record where I was at in my life, going through like the stillbirth and the trying to conceive stuff and most of that stuff. Um, it was mostly me doing it for me, and actually, it ended up being more like now that there's 2,000 plus ish of people subscribed, it makes me feel more like people are, I don't know, like people are watching. is that weird? If you make YouTube videos, maybe you understand, and even if you don't, maybe you understand where it's just honestly really interesting to think that people want to care about what you're doing. And I think that's also been like a big struggle for me because I don't really feel like I have anything that's interesting enough to for people to want to watch. Like I think I've said this too in a video, like I feel like you have to be personally invested in me to want to watch anything that I'm doing, which feels weird. But then on the same note, like I think about people that I watch on YouTube and I do feel personally invested in a lot of them. I've kind of routed people I like watch and am subscribed to quite a bit. It started out, hopefully, you guys can hear me okay. I don't even know if you can. I can't test any of it necessarily that I figured out yet. Um, but see, what was I talking about? I'm like nervous. This is weird. I'm nervous knowing that it's live, that I can't turn around and edit it. But it's what I want. I don't even know what I was talking about. That's sad. YouTube stuff. It's weird to think. Maybe that's what I was talking about. It's weird to think that I create content on a platform where some people that are on here are so creative and other people are story time people and some of those people make millions of dollars and it's some of it I feel like really takes talent and some of it I feel like is purely luck. And I think I've been on here, is it 3 years? It's 3 years, right? One thing that I really wished I really would have done is I really wished I would have started YouTube way back when I lived in Italy. I really wished I would have done like some not anything super fancy, like not these fancy like travel vlogs or anything crazy like that, but to have been able to capture that stuff better, to like either save it for as like memories for me or just to have been able to share it for the places I got to go and the things I got to experience was really cool. Um, but I don't really know exactly what to talk about. Uh, oh, you know what I could talk about? One of my clients is in labor right now and I can't attend because my person that would, so, yeah, can't talk too much about it. I may not be able to attend, which is a bummer and really unfortunate because would really like to be able to attend the birth, and I may still be able to, but we'll see. It's been a long day. I don't, I don't know what else to talk about. The unfortunate thing sometimes is that I feel like I can just talk so much and say so very little. So very little sometimes. I don't know. Folding laundry. I'm lucky that I only have honestly laundry to do like I only have to do it on the weekends. So I have three big huge baskets of stuff to fold from three different people, but the nice thing is I only have to do it once a week. Whereas a lot of people I know, they have to do it like several times a week. But I'm sure I could never imagine myself washing a load every day. The only time I ever did anything like that was when I used to cloth diaper. That was a long time ago. Um, I'm trying to figure out how long I want to try to live stream for. That's what I'm trying to figure out. As I say, live streaming's been something I've wanted to do for a long time, so I'm happy that I just jumped into it, but I do feel weird that it's just me talking, which I don't know why I feel weird, because that's literally like every single one of my videos that I make, which I'm not a big fan of anymore. I just realized like was just folding boxers live streamed on the internet. What am I doing? Let's see. What can I talk about? There's a lot. I have a lot running through my head. I don't know. If the person watching could say hi. um, Give me a topic to talk about, maybe. It's been 22 minutes. I may only go till 30, so I'll go for another 8 minutes probably. And then count that down as the first stream. Just kind of wanted to see how this works. I'm really interested to see what happens like after I stop it, and then I think it saves under my live streams under uploads. I don't exactly know. That is something that I still need to figure out. I like this flannel. I got it for like $2. Best $2 ever spent. Maybe a little dramatic. No, there's 2 of you again. Hi. Someone say hi. Give me a topic. This is weird. Hi. Hopefully you guys can not only see me okay, but hear me okay. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I could just come on here and talk forever. Maybe whenever my partner gets back in town, we will try to figure out how to live stream us like playing. Whoa, I thought that was a much bigger, heavier towel. Nope. Maybe we'll try to like live stream us playing, or maybe I could live stream like while playing with Wyatt and just maybe not have sound with him talking. I don't know. Well, hopefully this isn't too awkward to watch me fold my laundry. And it's just a test. Hey, there's another person. Hi. Hopefully, if I like do this and I start doing it with art, then maybe there will be more like communication, and maybe I'll understand it better and maybe take my art a little more seriously on here, which I would really like to do. But for the most part, I don't know why I'm so nervous to post things, because it's like I share them with other people, but it's like you have to personally know me in life. It doesn't show very much confidence in myself, and that kind of sucks. So I'm working to try to change that. I've been debating getting one of those like drawing prompt books and filling that out and doing that. So that's probably something I'm going to consider doing. to have a drawing prompt, and I was debating like live streaming me drawing from the drawing prompt booklet, and then filming the whole thing, uh, live streaming the whole thing, and then every like week I maybe like upload it for anyone that didn't watch the live stream or wanted to see it in a different kind of like process. That's an idea that I'm thinking about. So trying to figure that out. But mostly I ripped this cute shirt. Mostly I ripped this cute shirt. Mostly that's just something I really want to do. I ripped this really cute shirt the other day. Well, I didn't rip it, someone else did, but that's besides the point. It's still bright outside. It is about to be 9 o'clock here in Washington State. I really wish the person watching would say hi. This next week coming up is supposed to be like, I think it's supposed to get to like almost 90 degrees for a couple days in a row, which, if you know anything about uh, humidity and heat, it's going to be probably terrible, but I'm so excited because I'm going to go to the beach and enjoy that. Let's see, this last week, let's talk about this last week. This last week, I met up with a few friends, had a few people come over, had doctor's visits. I got something called an EMG, and it felt terrible. Still going to the doctor, still recovering. In fact, folding laundry right now. This entire, like, if you see me grabbing right here, it's because this entire, like, side is painful and yet numb. So, dealing with that. But recovering from that. But this last week went on like a really easy hike with some friends. I think I found the location. I'm gonna just have a few people for Wyatt's birthday, and then for his birthday, the one thing I said I still wanted to do, kind of every year. Look, one thing of laundry folded and done. One thing I did say that I still wanted to do was I still wanted to film like a birthday interview and share that. And I think I'm still going to do that. And then this year also, I'm going to kind of take some clips kind of everything from the last year and put that probably at the end, because I do still think that is like a tradition I want to keep for him. And I do still think it would be cute to be able to share that with others, of just really small snippets of like a second or 10 seconds here and there throughout the whole last year, not only for my memory but for his. And it makes it like the easiest way for me to turn around and be able to share that with other people. So I've got most of that uploaded, not uploaded, but I've got most of that. I'm gonna wait on these pants. I've got most of that like ready to be edited, and then I just have to edit it. I think part of this is I'm a little nervous. Like, I don't cuss a lot, but part of me is a little nervous to think that I'm going to say something wrong and it's going to be live. That's weird to still think about, the fact that this is live and you can actively watch me doing something. I do believe it is like delayed by a couple of seconds, it seems like if I'm watching off the side, what supposedly you guys are able to view, it is off to the side. But it's been 29 minutes. I think when it hits the 30-minute kind of mark, I might stop streaming. Like I said, this was just mostly a test to, for one, get a first live stream in, for two, just kind of get my bearings about what's going on. kind of just talk because it's been a really busy, heavy day. Um, and yeah, maybe in the future, maybe I'll sit down. See, I'm really curious to see what happens afterwards because honestly, my preference would be to just live stream. Like I like making videos and I like filming them, but I find out like I like much more of like the behind the scenes of everything personally, and that's kind of where I'd rather be, and that's kind of like why I'm having like such a passion for helping my partner like start all his creative projects and jump into those kinds of things because I feel like much better being behind the scenes and getting to like be filming something or be editing something or be making graphics for something or be in the creative process pre production of something. And I think that that's kind of like sunk in with me more and more recently. Whereas the being in front of the camera, I don't mind so much. Like I said, it's been about 3 years that I've been doing it. I don't mind it so much, but I don't think it's necessarily my ideal thing. Like, I would rather showcase creativity versus talking. And I don't know why I've never really done that or taken it seriously. So that's been kind of like gotten me into a mode of like wanting to reevaluate and just maybe reconsider some things. And it's kind of also why I've just thrown so much passion into other projects. I mean, it's been interesting. I've been really hustling on at least one of my businesses so far. Like I said, I actively have a client that's kind of not active labor yet. I don't know if I said active labor earlier, but in labor-ish. We'll just call it that. Um, gonna be having a baby in the next day, two tops, I think. So trying to get that all worked out if I could maybe attend. Because at the end of the day, that is a big passion for me, and it is something I feel like I'm meant to do. So there's that. But honestly, I think I just interact better in an environment. At least, the live streams I've tuned into. And I just really love podcasts. Like, I love to listen to people talk, and obviously, I like to talk. But I do think it is awkward and not as engaging to sit down and film a video and then know that people are just gonna watch a video. Is that weird? Because I do it? Don't know. So many questions. um, but I hate when you wash a shirt and you didn't know that there was a stain on there before, but you've already washed it, and it's gonna be much harder to get the stain out. Now I gotta rewash that and use some stain stuff on it. Let's see. I have felt like an old lady. It's 9 o'clock now, and I have been in my pajamas like the last 2 hours. Honestly, thought about starting this sooner because I was like, I just want to fold laundry before I get in my pajamas and be lazy. It's just so different because for my ideal is to be a night owl. I've adapted obviously with having a child, and I'm up very early in the morning, at least to me, around between 6 to 6:30 usually every morning. Some mornings like this morning he slept until 7:30, which is really nice. Um doesn't mean I sleep in that late, but that's not my ideal. If I could have it where I feel like I get my best sleep, honestly, I feel like I get my best sleep between like 2 and 6 o'clock in the morning, maybe 3 and 6. So I bet you if I like stayed up till 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and probably get the best sleep. Like, I haven't felt refreshed in a long time, and I think a lot of people feel that way. but it's not very practical when someone has kids. But I'm about to be to the bottom of this second basket of laundry, and I think I am going to call it a night. But whoever stuck around, a few people popped in and out, but it seems like there's been one consistent person, been one consistent person. Jeez, one consistent person. Oh my gosh, I just said it again. One consistent person that has been watching. So I wanted to say thank you for tuning in. Thanks for listening to me chat. Apparently, it's very easy, as this is not a surprise to me, for me to just talk about stuff. I love to talk, but I am looking forward to doing more of these in the future. Hopefully, more art based kind of things like that, because that's where I'd rather move things to. But I think maybe I'm thinking two things. I'm thinking maybe once a month, I'm going to sit down and do a video like this where I just talk. And if anyone shows up and does stuff in the chat or asks questions or interacts with me, I would much prefer that than sitting down and filming a video by myself in the middle of the day. And then the other thing would be to try to figure out how to live stream me drawing and creating art and kind of going through at least most of the process from concept to end design. Let's be real, I'm terrible at finishing things, but that's something I would like to do. So that's kind of my goal. But this was a test. I am very appreciative to the person who's been here. So hi and thank you. But yeah, hopefully I'll do more of these in the future. And I think I'm gonna call it quits. This is weird to end. It's weird to know that I've been live. And it's also weird to know that I'm not looking directly at that. That's even hard for me when I'm actually filming with the camera sitting in front of me. Your eyes focus so much on yourself because you're watching yourself talk. Watching yourself. Why does that sound stupid? You are watching yourself talk? I don't know why that sounded weird to me. But it's hard to stare at that because if I were actually having a conversation with you, I'd be looking at your eyes instead of looking at this really tiny little camera. So it's just, and that's what it is, maybe, I think, is because I stare at my eyes while I'm talking. So I'm looking at myself in the eyes like I'm talking to myself. Weird. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this after. Oh, dog's having another nightmare. I don't know if you can hear that. Probably not. Anyway, I am going to go. Thank you for tuning in. And I would like to do more of these in the future. So hopefully it was interesting to see me stumble over my words and fold laundry live and just talk. But have a good day, night, whoever you are that are watching, wherever you are. Be well, and I'll see you hopefully soon. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.